Thank you for tuning in and welcome to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. Live and Let Dye is taking the classic summer activity of dyeing up a notch. Owner Jennifer Jarboe wants you to make sure that everyone feels beautiful with what they're wearing. So she's here to share more about her business and how to make her art wearable. Welcome to ciLiving.
Thank you, Jaclyn. I'm Jennifer Jarboe. I am owner of Live and Let Dye. I do my own tie-dyeing. I've been doing this for about 12 years now. And
you have a music festival coming up.
I do.
Tell me about that.
It's Sleepy Creek Art and Music Festival. It's at Sleepy Creek Vineyards in Fairmount. It is Saturday, July 19th from 11 to 7. It's usually a 2-day event. This time it's only 1 day, so make sure you get out there on Saturday.
And a lot of people are familiar with traditional tie-dyeing,
yes.
And I know you do something called ice dyeing. So how is that different than traditional tie-dyeing?
Traditional tie-dyeing is you do the same tying method with the rubber bands, but you use liquid dye on it. Now with ice dyeing, what you do is you use the powder dye. You don't mix it with water to turn it into a liquid. So you sprinkle your dye on your colors and then you cover it with ice. And as the ice melts, the colors split and you get a little bit more of an organic feel to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
And then I know that you sort of want to make sure that everybody has something that they feel comfortable in and something that they can wear. And
Absolutely.
not everybody likes traditional bright colored tie-dye.
Exactly.
So I see the dress that you're wearing is tie-dye, but it's different
Yes.
tones. So can you
Yes.
talk a little bit about why you do that?
Well, not everybody wants to be wearing flashy, bright rainbow colors. So I try to do more natural, organic, greens, browns, just a little bit for everybody. Because I know everybody's not like, boom, rainbows.
Right, exactly. And then as far as how, with traditional tie-dye, do you do both kinds of tie-dyeing or you strictly do the ice dyeing?
Anymore, I strictly do ice dyeing because I hate to say it, but I'm lazy and I hate mixing colors. And it's messy. So yes, I just love the look of the ice dye.
I was going to say, I like the look of it too. And can you talk a little bit about this one back here that you have, how it goes into fabric like this, because I've only ever dyed t-shirts.
Absolutely, and that's what I like to do is I like to find clothing at thrift stores or just out and about that have different textures, different laces, because the dyes all kind of react differently, the flowing and all of that. So I like to upcycle.
Right.
I like to take things that aren't really that pretty and give them a little bit of flair.
A little bit of extra life.
Absolutely.
All right, so today you're going to teach us how to tie-dye, right?
Yes,
all right.
I am.
How do we ice dye?
Okay, so you want to start out like a typical tie-dye. I like to have my shirts wet. Now with a typical tie-dye, you would want to soak it in soda ash. But that'll be a different step with the ice dye.
Okay.
Yes, so with soda ash, that is your fixer that will cause the color to adhere to this.
To stay in
yes,
the
to the
fabric.
fabric.
Okay,
so anytime I have somebody that likes to do it at home with their kids, they're like, our colors wash out, they don't stay. It's because they're not using soda ash.
Gotcha.
You need
and
to use,
where do you get soda ash?
It is typically called washing soda in the laundry detergent section, but if you use a lot like me, I go to the pool stores, and it's called pH Up at the pool store.
Yes.
So what we're going to do today, you want to make sure that your fabric is either 100% cotton or it is a natural fabric. Polyester will not work.
Okay.
So rayon, wool, linen, but cotton and rayon are my favorites.
Perfect.
So today we're going to do the traditional spiral because that tends to be, anybody that knows tie-dye knows the spiral.
That's the classic.
Yes. So I like to use a hemostat.
Okay.
And then you find on the shirt where you want your spiral to begin. I typically like it kind of near the top.
All right.
Pinch it. And then you just...
Oh, and you twist it.
Yes, you twist it. Now you kind of want your little lines to be kind of even.
Oh, I see. And then you're sort of moving it around with your hands.
I pull a bit just so you kind of get your scrunches a little more even.
Perfect. So it's like that perfect spiral.
Yes, yes. And I typically do the shirt face down when I'm doing this because then you get, I'll show you, it'll look more perfect on the front.
And how long did it take you to learn this technique and learn to do it so precisely?
I'm still learning.
Okay. I was going to say, because I've done it before, but you just kind of scrunch it up, put a rubber band, and whatever happens, happens.
Absolutely. And with ice dye, it is a little more of a surprise.
Okay.
Because as your ice melts, your dyes flow. And so you may have your placement that you want things, but as that ice melts, sometimes your colors tend to blend or flow in different ways.
And then is there a secret to the rubber banding? Is it you don't want it too tight, you don't want it too loose?
If you don't want lines, you want it to be more loose.
Okay.
So when I do something like a mandala, which is what I do with my tapestries and some of my shirts, you have to tie it extremely tight because you want those white lines to show.
So we only have about a minute left.
Okay.
So
So then what I do,
put it in there.
put it in there. Oh, put your mask on.
Okay. And that's to prevent the powder from getting in your face?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Oh, look at that. So it's just color pigment.
It is colored pigment.
Okay.
And then with a spiral, you want it to be in pie sections.
Okay. So each color is a different triangle.
Absolutely, yes. And you want to go back to your color wheel in art class.
Oh, right.
And have the colors that can mix next to each other, because if you put red and green together, you're going to end up with brown.
Sure, that makes sense. And then what's the step after you've put all the color on?
After the color is on, you dump the ice on and you let it sit for at least 24 hours.
24 hours.
Absolutely.
And then when it's done, you just open it up and see your masterpiece.
You have to rinse it out, but yes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for showing us how to do this. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let me throw this ice on here.
Ice on top.
And then here is a finished result.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.